Welcome to all of you. I am Milind Thakare, Assistant Professor from S.V.K.T College, Devrali Camp, Nasik. So, today we are going to go through a new poem, Uphill, written by S.V.K.T. This poem is written in common style. This poem has 4 verses with 4 lines each. And Uphill is written from the perspective of 2 narrators. There are 2 narrators, the one narrator who asks the questions and the other one who provides the answers. And these narrators are 2 separate persons. The rhyme style of this poem is AB, AB, where every A rhyme is spoken by one narrator and every B rhyme is spoken by B narrator. So, the main feature of this poem is to know the beauty and the communicative power of the language, how it is used. This poetry is new to you. It is in the form of question answers. And the lines are alternative between asking questions and giving answers. It is a type of conversation between the 2 people. And this is an easy poem to read and follow also. Uphill, written by S.V.K.T. The poem is, does the road wind uphill all the way? Yes, to the very end. Will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn to night, my friend. But is there for a night a resting place? A roof for when the slow dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that inn. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? Those who have gone before. Then must I knock or call when just in sight? They will not keep you standing at that door. Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all who seek? Yeah, beds for all who come. So, after reading this poem, we know one thing, that the poem is in the form of question and answer. And this poem, it also encourages us to complete our own responses to the question. The speaker is asking the question, and another, you may call him the guide, is giving the response. Miss, if you, what we have read, when we read this poem, we come to know that this poem or the subject of this poem is about a journey. In this poem, totally, there are 8 questions about the road. The first question is, does the road wind uphill all the way? And the response is yes, to the very end. And so, the narrator is asking the question, does this road go up? Yes, it goes. And the next question he asks, will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn to night, my friend. And so he is asking the next question, that will it take a whole long day to travel to get to the top? And the guide tells the speaker, yes, from morn to night, from morning to night. Now, this type of poem, the guide is addressing the narrator as my friend. Remember, in Bible, Jesus also used to call his disciples as my friend. And so, this poem is comprised of 4 stanzas with 4 lines each. There are 4 lines in each stanza. And as I told before, that the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. And the first question, does the road wind up all the way? The rhyme scheme of this sentence is A. Yes, to the very end. The rhyme scheme is B. And will the day's journey take the whole long day? The rhyme scheme is again A. Means way and day. From morn to night, my friend, end and friend. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is, the first line is A. It's a question. Yes, to the very end. The rhyme scheme is B. Means it's a response. The guide is giving the response. He is answering the question of the narrator. So the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. And A rhyme scheme, it's a question, it belongs to the narrator. And B belongs to the guide, who is showing the way. So this journey, you may call, is a prominent symbol in this poem. So when we go through the first stanza, in the first stanza, the author, the writer, has drawn a clear picture. Means the narrator is going, he is climbing. And the narrator is unsure. He doesn't know. So he is asking the question, does this road wind uphill all the way? Does this road go upwards at the top? Yes, it goes. And the next question, again we can see that he is not comfortable. He is not sure. He asks the next question, will the day's journey take the whole long day? He doesn't know exactly where his destination is, how long it will take to the top. And the guide response is that it will take, you will have to travel from morning to night, the whole long day. And so another meaning is that the narrator is also very tired. And so he is asking how long it is. And this uphill journey has taken on him, and he is very anxious. The next stanza, The narrator again asks, but is there for the night a resting place? A roof for when the slow dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that in. Again, the narrator, he is again unsure. That he is thinking, he is asking the question, is there any resting place at night? Because it is going to take a long day, the whole long day to get to the top, and when he will reach there, he is not sure or he is not comfortable. So he is asking the guide, is there any place to rest? He is unknown to the place. He is climbing for the first time. And this shows that the narrator is unsure and he lacks the confidence. Because when he asks, is there a resting place at night? Since he is going to travel along, but the guide tells him that there is a place. A roof for when the slow dark hours begin. When it will be night, you will get there. Again, the narrator asks the question, may not the darkness hide it from my face? When there will be dark, will I able to see the resting place, the inn? The guide tells him, you will be able to see it even if it is dark. So, we can see the narrator who is climbing, who is on a journey, he lacks confidence. There is some fear in his mind. And there are, we can realize that there are two types of viewpoints, two opposite viewpoints. One is positive, one is anxiousness is there. He is asking the questions. And the guide is answering it confidently. In the third stanza, then again he asks the question. This is the fifth question he is asking. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? So in the third stanza, he is asking the first question. Those who have gone before. Then must I knock or call when just in sight? They will not keep you standing at that door. So the narrator asks the fifth question, and it is about that when I will get to the top, will I be able to meet some wayfarer, the people who have gone before me? Are there people at the top? Will I meet them? He says, the guide gives the response. He says, yes. Those who have gone before you, you will meet those people. Then again he is unsure. The speaker is unsure and he asks, then must I knock or call when just in sight? See, this is the sixth question. Means he is full of doubt. He is unsure that what is at the top. And he is asking the questions. Then he says, when I get to the resting place, shall I knock it or call someone when I will see someone? The guide tells him that there is no need. You will not be kept standing. You will not be waiting at the door. They will take you. So, the speaker is concerned. He is unsure that when he will get to the top, will those who have gone before him welcome him? Welcome by other wayfarers? Welcome by other travelers? But the guide gives him assurance that they will welcome you. They will not keep the door closed. Then again, he is asking the seventh question. Shall I find comfort, travel, sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all who seek? Yeah, beds for all who come. So, in the last stanza, the narrator is asking that after walking down, after walking for a whole long day, will I get some comfort there when I will get to the resting place? Because I have walked all the hill, windy uphill. He has traveled. It was a journey which he is unsure that after getting tired, even if I find a resting place, will I find some comfort there? Because he would be walking long and he would be fully tired. Of labor you shall find the sum. So when you will get there to the resting place, you will find the comfortable. You will feel comfortable. And then the last questions he asks, will there be beds for me and all who seek? And in the last question he asks, are there enough, is there bed for me? So I can take a rest, I can sleep. And is there bed for others also who wants to come at the top, at the hilltop? Yeah, beds for all who come. Yes, there are a lot of beds for all who will be coming. So this is the poem by Christina Rossetti. Now, after this poem, you should complete an assignment on the main theme of the poem. So, the main theme of the poem is the meaning of life and death. There are various interpretations of this poem. The journey in the poem is the prominent symbol in the poem. And this symbol, it opens different interpretations. The first interpretation is that the poem symbolizes the journey from birth to death. The darkening skies foreshadows the end of the life, and the resting place, it represents the final resting place. Perhaps it may be about heaven. And the act of knocking on the door, it represents the Christian confessions of sin and also the need for forgiveness. Now this theme, as we all know, that we all know the poetess religious background, it may be about that. And this main theme, the knocking of the door, it may be about the confession of sins and the need for forgiveness before being admitted in the heaven. Again, there may be slightly or different possible variation that the road represents the journey of life. We often travel the journeys, we go on journey, long tours, and very often we are unknown to the places where we are going. So we ask the questions, and the tired traveler who is old is going, who may be old, is going for the unknown destination. And he meets the guide, and the guide gives him assurance that everything will be okay. So this may be another interpretation. And again, when we go through the theme of the poem, it is about, there are various symbols are used in this poem. The road itself is a symbol. The road symbolizes the journey the speaker is taking. And in life, the road is never straight. So the poetess has used the phrase of wind uphill. So the road is winding and uphill. It suggests that the road is long and difficult. But however, when the guide tells that there are people who have gone before him, that means some people have gone before the speaker, before the narrator. They have already taken that route. So, literally, the road can be interpreted as a long walk to an unknown, unseen destination, or it may also represent the path of life. Then again, there is a symbol of the inn. The inn symbolizes, maybe it's a heaven. The traveler is told that you will come across the resting place, which is at the top of the hill, and it will offer you some rest. You will feel comfortable there. And even if there is darkness, you will find it. Because the light it will shed will be more effective, will be more powerful than the darkness. So symbolically, metaphorically, the inn represents security. Again, there is the symbol of door. The traveler asks whether he or she has to knock the door. Then only after knocking the door, he or she will get the entry, or will be kept waiting at the door. The guide reassures that the doors will be opened upon his or her arrival. And those who have gone before the speaker, the narrator, will welcome him or her. And then again, there is the symbol of bed. The travel is promised that there is bed for all. The image of bed, the bed stands for the rest, comfort, shelter, and security. So after a long walk, long struggle, that when you will get there, you will get bed to rest. So this was the poem written in a common style of poetry.